Welcome back to our channel. If you are a new viewer, welcome to our family. We hope you enjoy our content, and if you're returning, we love that for you. And we hope that you have been enjoying our content enough to stay. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are new here and if you haven't already. I'm Nasra.
And I'm Sawiya, and we will be introducing a special guest onto our channel today, where we talk about postpartum, what comes after giving birth, the fourth trimester, transitioning from one child to two, the importance of having a village around you, the importance of self-care, and like unsolicited advice from, older people in our community.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our special guest, and we hope you enjoy.
And we hope you show her a lot of love because this is a very special guest.
Yeah, you better watch it, guys.
Okay, let's get into it.
We are back with a special guest. This is my lovely mum, who is our first guest. She's been asking for how long?
It's only right, isn't it?
I have to force it.
She's been asking for so long. Why do you want to introduce yourself before we get into it?
Okay. Hello. My name is Zahra Ali. I'm Sawiya's mom and my adopted daughter. I've been listening and watching the program. I'm very happy for you guys. A lot of people are actually listening and can relate to, and also can actually have a little, inkling that, every dark cloud, there will be a day where, they can laugh about it. All the little silliness, all the little cry, little down, everything, it has a limit. So
It gets better.
Yeah, it will get better.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about yourself?
Always does.
How many kids you have?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Put it
good.
out there.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Well, I am a mom. If I say I've been a mom over 90 years, I mean it. Each child,
Adds up the age.
28, 27, 24. If I added, I'm a 90 years, I'm a mom. But I've got 3 grown-ups and 1 teenage boy.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
I'm the second on this.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. That was going to be my next question.
Am I the middle child?
You are the middle child. Have you got middle child syndrome?
She was by the time I was number 3. But then again.
When Valen came along, yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, Hoya. So we're talking about postpartum, innit? So you have joined us at a time where we're talking about what happens after having kids and stuff. How was the transition like when you had Samaya and then you had me? Because for context, she got pregnant with me when Samaya was 6 months old.
Yep.
Wow.
So talk us through that stage in your life, because
Oh my God.
I can't lie, that's my worst nightmare.
Me too.
Well, you too are saying what's a nightmare, and what I see, you don't have anything.
What do you mean?
You have moms, you have friends, you have
Yeah.
work colleagues, you have neighbors. Imagine 23 years old, had a baby, 6 months, moved to Manchester, don't have a mom or sister or friend. The whole community in Manchester, I love them now, but back then, I was a sort of like foreigner. I was the lady come from Mogadishu. And they used to also say Islanta, which is older,
and
I was
only
20.
23. That's
Yeah.
rude.
That's mad.
That's
And
mad.
what did I do? I just throw myself into voluntary works, this and that. I used to put tiny little babies to crash and just focus on helping, because that's when the war broke down, and it's just a lot of people needed a lot of help. So I just said, you know what, I don't care what you guys say. So 5 years I was in Manchester. I didn't even have any friends. But when Sawiya, I was feeling sick, and then I went to the GP, and then he said, "Oh, okay, can you give us a urine?" I'm like, "Okay." I had a tiny baby. I was on a pill. I wasn't thinking about
So
pregnancy.
you
or
were
anything.
on contraception.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, my days.
And
That's
then the
wild.
minute he says,
But wait, you were also breastfeeding.
yes.
That's wild.
Because a lot of people apparently they think breastfeeding stops you from getting pregnant. A lot of
Oh,
people think
no.
that. But it's a myth, isn't it?
No, but someone told me the other day that it only works as a contraceptive if you're breastfeeding every 3 hours.
No matter if the baby's hungry or not, or you just have to feed the baby every 3 hours. That's ridiculous.
But to be honest,
Yeah.
newborn stage, you're doing that anyway.
No, but I'm
Yes,
assuming
yes.
also pumping, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, it's just one of these things. If, God says, it will happen.
Wow. Okay,
And
so
it's
you
two forms of contraception. That's
breastfeeding is not contraception.
you know when I hear stuff
Well,
like
you know
this, yeah,
who's
wait, hold
coming.
on.
You know
You
who's
know when I
coming.
hear stuff like this, I'm like, thank God I'm divorced. Thank God. Alhamdulillah.
Don't say
The
that.
chances of this happening to me are zero. Alhamdulillah.
Stop it.
So then they take a urine sample, and then he came back and he said, you're pregnant. From that end, I would just become a deaf. I couldn't hear a thing. I was like, what is he talking about? It's impossible. From the GB to the home, I was crying all the way with a pushchair, and it was my first one was 6 months old, and I was crying.
You're still getting used to
Maskin.
first
My
child,
legs were
6
heavy.
months.
Wallahi, my legs were heavy. I couldn't walk. I was
Sawiya.
confused.
How does it feel hearing this?
I'm so sorry.
No, wallahi,
That
I-
was not
no, no,
Sawiya.
no.
That was just a pregnancy.
No, I'm genuinely like,
Oh,
no. And now I
Maskin.
get it as a mum. I get it.
Yeah.
Before,
No, you- of
maybe I was
course,
a bit
yeah.
salty. I was like, what do you mean I was unplanned? Like, you didn't want me. But now,
Oh.
as a mum,
No, wallahi, it can happen to
there's
anyone, you know.
nothing. Like, at 6 months.
Imagine that.
At 6 months.
At 6, when Jen was 6 months, if I got pregnant again, I would cry.
I would have cried as
collapse
well. I
and
swear
cry.
to God, I would have cried as well.
6 months, and then I came home and I told your dad, and he was like, "Oh, mashallah, that's so nice." I just wanted to punch him. But my worst fear.
Same energy as Nasra.
Well, no, seriously.
Same
When
energy.
you're
I'm
crying, no, but when you're crying, you want somebody to be same level where you are.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how would
I'm
it happen? Oh, I'm
sorry.
sorry. Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mashallah, that's nice. You what? It's happened to me, not to you.
Yeah, because men, innit, they don't really go through any of
Because
that.
you
innit?
would just go
They
to
can't
work. That's the
relate.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with men. They
But
still
But
go
for
to work
me,
every
the
day.
fear was not wanting a baby. My fear was having a baby while this one is that
Still a
size.
baby, yeah.
No, same size as 6 months. I didn't realize it's 9 months
Yeah.
add to the 6.
Yeah.
And she will be walking. I wasn't thinking that.
Oh,
I was like,
She's gonna be
2
6
babies.
You
2.
was overwhelmed.
All I can think was 2 babies.
Yeah.
At the end, it was 2 babies, 2 nappies, 2 bottles, different sizes, but
Did
No,
you have a
but-
natural birth?
all of them.
Wow. Did you have epidural at any stage?
Nope.
Oh my God. So
I was.
I
Also,
didn't either.
I was also the worst labor.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Mine is 3 hours, 4 hours.
Okay, so because obviously I can relate. I've only had one, but I didn't have epidural either.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does it feel like you're giving birth in a bush?
In a bush.
I swear to God, I felt like I went back to the Stone Ages and I was giving birth savagely in the middle of a bush, like with nothing, like with just nothing. Maybe
Oh no,
the gas and air was a dream.
You didn't have any. Yeah, you didn't have any. What do you
Nothing.
call it?
It felt like I was giving birth.
Oh, I
in a
had a
bush.
gas in Ahmed.
Gas and air.
Yeah.
vitamins, yeah. I remember you were high.
Oh my God, I
Oh.
was.
The best.
I liked it.
If I could steal one of those canisters, I swear to God I would.
No, it was lit. It was lit.
It was good. It was good. But bottom, side of it is I was just thinking of 2 babies.
Yeah.
How am I going to survive? And also, I had a plan.
Yeah.
The reason we moved to Manchester was to go back to uni and all of that.
Yeah.
And somehow I was just thinking my plans, will be on hold.
Mm.
And then, when you come out, I didn't have any problem. The only problem I had was just to time it. 2 babies, 2 nappy changes.
Yeah.
When nappy is finished and I'm just going back to where it is and nothing there. And it's either too big or too small. And I was, things like that, practicality, that was,
How was
problematic.
as a baby?
Oh. On camera,
Yeah, be honest, man.
No sugarcoating.
No sugarcoating on it, will I?
nightmare. She just, come out and been born, and this baby had me for 15 months. We have our thing, me and Sumaya. All of a sudden, she's sitting down. All she does is grab Sumaya's face, her hair, and Sumaya had long hair. Oh my God, all day I'm just pushing this baby out. Like, leave her alone. And Sumaya was so nice and so
Sumaya
cute.
was
No, it's a
mischievous.
baby. She used to say, there's a time where I said, hit her back.
I'm finished.
Seriously. And there's a time where I hold Sui's hand and I was like, slap her now. I have to be fair. This is cute little girl, and she had scratches. And I used to scream at Sawiya. She
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
fire.
Jenna now.
Oh gosh, her daughter.
She's
And
a
the same.
I
small
love it.
aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Just out of
Aggressiveness.
nowhere. The other day she woke me up with a slap.
Sawiya,
In my face.
if
I was
I
like-
could tell you how many times that's happened to me, you'll be shocked how many times I've been woken up with a hot slap. And then knows what, she'll slap me and then
she
she'll
laugh.
go ha 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 ha. When she sees my face and I'm like, just, and then she pa another
She
one.
slapped me.
Fam.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
She
Wow.
smacked. Yeah, she
Yeah.
smacked
Oh
her
my
mum as
god!
well.
At this
Yeah.
age, they're gonna do that a lot. But give it like another 4 or 5 months, she'll slow down.
Imagine that age with a 2-year-old
What?
who is just so soft and nice and
Oh my
scratches.
So
Oh, it used to be me and Sumaya and her.
fighting.
Me and Sumaya on one side.
Oh,
The
sweet.
fight.
I had
Yeah.
to defend myself. Oh my
Nobody was fighting you though.
Yeah, but I
It was
had
just
to-
you.
No, but I had to. I didn't have anyone on my
You
corner.
said you got people on your own time.
Oh,
you just
wait
keep
a
yourself.
minute. She became a 4-year-old. She started the school. And then Khalid was born. Oh my God, we got back to the fighting again.
Allah.
She was stealing
I was-
baby bottle at age 4 years old.
You're 4 now. You're just used to you and your sister, and then your little brother comes along. So now there's a new baby in the picture.
Oh my god.
Apparently, I used to steal his milk bottles and drink
You're
his milk.
killing me.
I have to buy a big bottle for her at age 4.
I'm
So she don't
screaming.
have to steal the baby bottle. Yeah.
Sawiya.
That's mad.
But you know what they say, right?
That's
When
mad.
they're like nightmares as children, they grow up and then when they're nice. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like calm.
Oh, I was like
Because
that.
she's so scheme now.
Do you think?
Yeah. You're so scheme, so lovely, so
Do you
sweet.
think I'm skin? Be honest.
Compared
I
to
think
when
you're
you were
so
a baby,
mesquite.
yeah.
No, but do you think I'm
Oh.
skin generally? I'm not in it.
I've been shy.
No, it's more of a like, don't cross your line,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
Sawiya.
But, every child is different. And I'm going to put it out there. If any one of you feeling exactly the same situation or same thing, just, you're different, learn from, these 2 girls and whatever, whoever they invite. But bottom line is you have to seek advice from a GP or your midwives. Because,
They're not professionals.
postpartum,
Yeah.
it's hard. If it hit you, you can get very, very ill and depressed. And, some people may even do, self-harm and all of that. I had a very,
Do you think you had it?
close.
Do you think you had it?
Oh no, when Khalid was born, my 3rd one, I had 2 girls. I planned everything nice, and all of a sudden, I was making a halwa. It's like sweet, Somali sweet. I was getting ready. The house was clean. And that day, I did a lot of work. And then I just thought, before you rest in the sofa, go to the bathroom. And what happened when I sit down? My water broke.
No.
Husband is not home. 2 little girls. And I'm in the bathroom.
Oh,
And I said, Sumaya, and she was what, 5? Bring the baby bag. We already know baby bag. I have a like carry-on,
no.
and I have to take baths and everything, and I have to think. I have to call my husband's workplace, and he was a taxi driver, and they said it was 90s, and they said, oh, he's not here. And that time, it's not like Uber or mobile or anything.
It was the
There
ones
is
that
no
you call
mobile.
them.
You had to call
The
wait,
office,
you had
and they
to
have
call
to
like a
call
cab
him.
office
Yeah,
as
they
well.
have to call him in a little radio.
Yeah, oh no.
And the radio had only the signal is some area, and he was in the airport and there's no signal. But what he did was he tell the office, if my wife called 3 times, send a car. That was, but he didn't include me.
Okay.
And do you know what I did? That guy must be thinking I'm mad.
You
I called him
you called
again.
more than 3 times.
No, I called him again. And he said, oh, he's not here. We're calling him, but I think he's out of the signal area. I said, that's fine. I waited an hour, and then I called him. And he said, are you having the baby? I was like, what? Who told you that? And he said, oh, your husband says if you call, 3 times, we have to send you a car. And I was like, yes. But in my head, I'm thinking, I don't have money, and I have to drop these 2 girls to another house.
Oh my God.
And I don't have money with me, so I have to put him,
So where would
already.
you have dropped us off?
Oh, somewhere, a friend.
You knew someone, okay.
Yeah. But that, I wasn't in Manchester then.
You
I
were
was
back
in
in
London, yeah, Mitcham.
Oh, wow.
And then I said to the guy, can you send Somali driver? He was mad. He said, little Abdul is coming to the wall. What's it got to do with Somali driver? I said, I don't have money. He laughed. He said, don't worry, love, it's free. It's free. I was like,
Alhamdulillah.
oh.
Because you thought with a Somali driver you could get
Yeah.
I
away.
know, I will
he'll allow
tell him
you,
to
innit?
say, my husband will pay you.
But this is
Yeah.
an emergency. They're not going to
I
be like pay
know,
up. It's a
I
pregnant
know.
woman in labour. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but he was
Oh.
nice. I never say thank you. One day maybe. In the 90s, I don't even know if he's still around.
Yeah.
But then the guy came. We went there with my bag and 2 little girls, and I went to St. George's. But the worst thing is, when after 3 days I was coming home, I knew I needed food and stuff like that. And you two were in your auntie's house back then. And I thought, the kids are on the way. I'm going home. I can do little shopping on my way home.
With a newborn.
With a newborn.
Where's Abo? Sorry.
Listen.
Where's Dad?
You know your
Where's
generation.
he at? Where's he at? Is he at
Different
work?
breed.
No!
Different
no,
breed.
no.
Different breed.
He picked me up, and I don't know if you guys ever knew, there was a shop called Quick Safe.
Safe.
Quick Safe.
I remember
In
safe.
90s. No, Quick Safe. It was like as the smaller. It was near St. George's. So I went there. I said, stay with the baby, and I went there. And I was just walking around. I remember going around near the vegetable area, and it hit me. And I thought, damn, I had a baby, and I'm shopping. If I was back home now, my mom will do everything, and I will have maids. And I wouldn't even pick up my baby. I would be like invalid. And then I start crying in the middle of the Quick Safe. And one lady was like, what happened? Are you okay? I was, wow. And then they bring a chair. The manager came. It was proper cry. I just had a good cry.
Breakdown, yeah.
And then he said, I'm going to call an ambulance. Are you in pain? I'm going to call an ambulance. And I was like, no ambulances. I just came out from hospital. I just had a baby. And everybody was like, what? You just had a baby. You have to go back to the hospital. Are you bleeding? Are you in pain? I said, no. I just wanted to cry. And they said, where is the baby? Back then, they were just thinking, maybe I'm depressed, might be something. Where is your baby? I was like, in the car park with my husband. So the manager, it was a lady, she had to walk with me all the way to the car. And she told him, she just had a little meltdown. He didn't get it. He was like, what? Where's the shopping?
Men, I swear to
I
God.
was like,
If I scream.
I didn't get anything.
I just don't get it.
He didn't, wallahi, he didn't get it. He was just thinking, why is she crying? But when I sit down in the car, I started again. And he was like, it's fine, it's okay. Why are you crying? Is it shopping? Is it this? He is mentioning a lot of things. Everything he mentioned, I will cry more. All the way home. And then I just said, I want my mom. And that time, it was, they were in America. My mom, she just passed away last year, but they were in America, and I have to call her, and I have a good cry again. For days I was crying. I just wanted to cry. And nothing wrong, no pain, no nothing. Yeah. I was actually afraid of when I had Khalid that I might become, depressed or, postpartum depression or something. But thank goodness it was fine.
Maybe it was baby blues.
Baby
If it didn't
blues,
last
yeah.
too long, because
Yeah.
baby blues is like, you may feel a bit emotional the first couple of, they say if it lasts more than 2 weeks,
Yeah.
it's like, it's probably depression. But if it's a couple of days, less than 2 weeks, it could just be baby blues.
Oh, it was baby blue, definitely. I was crying, I was okay. But Ahmed was the best one. You guys were grown up. I have my sister. But the downside for Ahmed was my dad came visiting, and he's sitting next to my bed when I was in labor. And my husband is here, and both they're talking about Bush and, you know, the vote and all of that, and the pain coming and going. And I was like, can you guys go outside? There's a television in another room. I just wanted to do things. But my dad was like, no, this one is better. Politics. They're talking about politics. And I couldn't even, you know, hold. I was like, ah. But apart from that, it was, you know, it was easy. Thank goodness. But what worse is when you have plans and you have a, you know, system, and you're just thinking, I'm going to have this baby in 2 years. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It doesn't work like that, does it? Yeah.
It doesn't.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I got so, like, I felt so, excuse my language over here. I think the reason why I was so fucked up is because
I heard you the last few shows, so keep going. Yeah.
I think what fully, like, fucked me up was the fact that, like, I think before I got married and before I had a kid, like, I felt like, you know, I was working, I was making my own money, like, my life sort of had, it had, like, a trajectory, do you know what I
Do
mean?
whatever you want.
Even if I wanted to go back to uni, like, it was like a, not like a now thought, like a maybe, if I want to do it in the future, I will. And then I got married and then I moved to Birmingham, and then things just became more family focused, right? Which naturally that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a mum. I wanted to do it anyway, like I always wanted to be a mum anyway. And we spoke about it, and we both agreed that sooner rather than later is not a problem. So it happened, I got pregnant, and then I just never thought about, you know, my life before, after that. Like, I never thought about what's gonna happen after I have this kid. I never thought about uni. I never thought about working. Like, I never thought about any of those things. And then after I had her, the first year, I was like,
What
now?
Exactly.
Wallahi. And
Exactly.
I think when I started feeling like, what now, is when I was like, okay, shall I start a business? Okay, shall I
work from home?
Yeah, shall I work from home? Okay, shall I you know, but then starting a business, you need capital, which I didn't have. So I was like, okay, how am I going to work around this? Like, you all of a sudden,
everything's surrounded with a baby.
Yeah, like, you all of a sudden as well, you want to feel secure. Like, you want to feel financially secure. You want to feel like, okay, if the finances are fine, then everything else is going to be like smooth sailing. So I was stressed. On top of that, I was doing everything on my own with Hannah. So it was like double the amount of stress on top of me in my head. And then as well, like, we were homeless. And then as well, we got the house, and then furnishing the house, unpacking, all of these things. So I didn't have time to think about my future. So when I sat down, you know, when you've done everything and you're just sitting there and you're like, okay, what now? I think that's what completely fucked me up, because I had no plan. Like, at least you knew what you were going to do, like uni, this and that. So your plans could be delayed, and you was thinking, like, okay, another year that I can't do that, you know? I'd rather have that and, like, have hope that in a year I'm going to do something than just sit there and just not know what I'm going to do with my life.
I think for you said, I think you mentioned before, you got pregnant 1 month into being married.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like you had time to plan anyways.
No, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't have any...
Some people are married a year or two and then they try for a baby. But for you, it was like the first month you were pregnant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's mad. I
No,
got
it's
married.
just the pregnancy comes, and then you come home and you don't have it. You know, when you buy some, you know, electronics, it comes with instruction. And you have how to fix it, how to do this, how to do that.
Yeah.
But when you come home and you have a beautiful baby there, but you guys are lucky, you have your moms. But for me, and I was in the country for 16 days when I had Sumaya. I didn't even know Nappy. I swear to God. I'm going to put it out there. I didn't know how to put the nappies.
Did you speak English?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's what the nurse says to me.
That would have been even more of a
That is
headache.
what the nurse says to me the first day when I was in the hospital, because I didn't have any file, any antenatal visits or anything. I just came from India here.
By the way, my mum and my dad were in India for almost a year.
I was going to say, what were you doing?
My dad was,
Almost.
my dad
yeah.
was studying there,
Oh wow.
and then my mum met him there.
No way.
Sawiya was this close to be born in India.
16
That
days
close.
I was here when she was born.
Then they came in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, money is just as bad.
Whatever you guys complain,
I'm joking.
it doesn't cut. I mean,
It doesn't
it's not
compare.
even 1%
Yeah,
of
but
what we
wallahi,
went through
Javier,
30 years
but-
ago.
but
you
this is
are way different to us too. And I'm gonna say this because, like, obviously, I know, like, everyone has
You've
their
got
own
moms
struggles.
and you
innit?
guys are
Still-
complaining, and I'm
it's
No,
saying,
it's still a struggle,
It's
right?
still a struggle.
But
How?
It's still
wallahi,
hard.
your generation, Javier, have
What is
a
struggle?
different, like, you have a different level of skin
Yeah.
than we do.
They think
They've got like an extra layer of skin.
you complain a lot.
We don't, wallahi.
You guys complain a lot. When you don't have anybody and husband
you
goes
have
to
no
work
choice though.
and you're
You have no
home with the
choice.
baby all day.
Yeah, but that was me in Birmingham.
Yeah. Technically.
That was me in
She wasn't with
Birmingham.
her mum, by the way.
Hoya wasn't
Her
there.
mum was in London.
Oh, right.
No, Hoya lives in
Okay.
London.
I'll give you 1 point.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, but the
1-0.
thing is,
1-0 to you.
but the
guys.
thing is, when I came to this country, I didn't even know the value of money.
You're joking.
3 guys from India came to us. I was in a hotel, and they said, "Oh, let's go do little shopping. Ramadan is around the corner. You guys need a few things." And I said, "Oh, okay, let's go." I went to Southall, a big, huge shop, and the shop they sell home stuff, and they sent me with a little trolley, and they said, "Go." I'm 9 months pregnant. Well, I was like 3-4 days in the country. I went there. I was like, that's nice. That's nice. And when I came to the cashier, he said £180. And I was like, is that all? 180. And these men, they were so nice. Nice gentlemen, friend of ours. They were like, oh, okay. And they just talked to each other and they just adding money together. They thought I would grab, like £40 worth of stuff.
Oh, you did a whole trolley.
Whole trolley.
Good for you.
Well, they didn't give me a limit. And then
They gave you a whole trolley.
180, I'm
But
thinking
180 back then.
back then.
That's a lot of money.
It's a
Oh,
thousand.
yeah.
Back then.
Not only that, I was
Now
actually
180 is nothing.
180, I spent that in a day. If I
you
could
could go
do
to
it in a day.
30 years ago.
Food shopping
180.
now is probably
So we are
160.
a night out now. £200 now.
Do you know what I had? I had, like China. I have everything I need, different sizes. 10 years, I didn't have anything for that kitchen. And then, because I was just thinking, I only know dollar is money.
Mm.
And I knew, because we were using rupees, and 180 rupees is like $5. And I thought pound is equivalent to rupees, because it's not dollar. I didn't know. But when I realized that pound was double than the dollar, my heart.
Oh.
But I called them and they
Did they
said,
pay it?
oh yes, they did.
Whoa.
But the worst thing is, my husband is agreeing with me. Oh yeah, it's cheap. Can I go
bless you.
back?
Bless
I was 23. Come on,
you. Yeah.
3-4 days in the country. I didn't know.
Miskin.
I was like, wow, it's very cheap, isn't it? And he was like, yeah, it's cheap. All of this 180. And these poor people, they're just adding like,
Oh.
because they couldn't say no to a pregnant lady. Oh, thank you guys. If you,
Oh, they had
if
to
you
be
ever-
gentlemen, innit? I can't
Yeah.
lie. They had to
That's
Actually,
the
they went
sweetest thing I've
outside to
ever
the
heard.
they went outside to the taxi. One of them was taxi driver. They were, but at least they pay. I
They had
didn't
to
put
pay like
anything back.
£60 each, yeah.
Yeah,
Chip in. Oh, bless.
They
No,
paid.
when you're pregnant, people are always so nice to you.
I know.
This one guy did something so nice for me when I was pregnant. I was running for the train, and I just managed to get on the train, and I was dying. I was like, literally dying. I sat down. It was in first class with one of the Virgin trains before they discontinued them, and I was dying. I was so hot. I was literally just like, whoa, oh my god, I need to rest. I'm dizzy. I sat there for like 5 minutes. The train hadn't left yet. And the guy was like, are you okay? Do you need me to get you water? And I was like, okay, yeah, thank you. He went to the first class thing, grabbed 2 bottles of water, brought it to me. He was like, do you need a tea or coffee or anything? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go. I need to move back to the other section. I have the peasant ticket. I'm going to go sit back with the other peasants. And then he was like, oh, no, sit down, stay. I was like, what do you mean stay? The ticket inspector's going to come. He was like, no, I'm going to get you an upgrade. You're going to sit here with me and you're going to rest.
Oh,
And I
that's so
cried.
nice.
I sat there and I cried my eyes out. I cried. You're so sweet. Thank you.
When you're pregnant,
Cried
everything.
my eyes out.
Oh my god.
It does make life easier. It does.
Such a sweetheart, honestly.
So I was just gonna ask Koya, what do you think is the most rewarding thing about having kids? Like what kind of advice would you give to people who are, pregnant and or planning to have kids in the future?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the most rewarding part of motherhood? Because I feel like we always talk about
Yeah.
the trauma and the scary part.
No, but seriously, you just have a baby and you come home. You don't have instruction, a plan, something to follow. If you have a mom and dad and a friends and a sister, that's a blessing. Use them. That's what you need. You need people. If you have a husband or partner or anything, that's great. But bottom line is all of that added together is like 10%, and you will be doing the 90% because you're the mom. You have this tiny little hopeless baby there who's just waiting for you to, feed and clothe and everything, emotional. And not only that, it's just they become a little person and 1 year old and they have that little tantrum, and you just have to swallow everything and just be there for, it's just stages, and then it becomes 2 and 3, and all of that on top of the feeding and clothing and be kind and putting them to bed and washing and dressing. On top of that, you have to think about their future. You have to think about their health, their education. Every toy you buy, you have to think what this toy will teach my baby. With this toy beneficial, and then they become a little person and they start dancing or singing, and then you have to follow and you have to change the direction to something else, and and then as they grow up, you have to. It's like steering wheel, in a ocean.
Whoa.
Although the air and everything steering, still you have to steer it the way you think is the best. Sometimes
I like that analogy.
That's deep.
Oh
wow.
Seriously, I'm so sorry.
Sometimes the wind will take you this way, but
but still you have to the way you want it.
Wow.
But sometimes you are not making a good decision.
Yeah.
Although the wind might be God's way of saying that is the right direction, but sometimes you will end up in a wrong place. But still, that is your decision. And then there will be a time where even you just protect your kid from their father. Even if the father wanted to discipline, you just have to be in the middle. That baby will be yours and only yours. I'm sorry about the fathers who are just watching. I was crazy mom, when I was at uni or work, I used to call and say, did you feed them? Although I know he did, but I have to ask. That is the mother thing. How much? Did they left something? What about school, books, homework?
Can I ask
bottom
you a question,
line,
Javier?
yeah.
What would you say to a person who considers that as controlling? Like, what would you respond to that with? Because
Tough.
I've been
Tough.
called.
This is my
I've
baby.
been called controlling,
Mm.
and I don't believe I am in any way,
No.
shape, or form.
No.
I
No.
believe I like things
I feel
in a
like people-
specific way.
I feel like people should understand that that's the mom, so she has
Yeah.
her own way of doing things for that
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
But also the way I see it
So-
is the kid only has you. You're the one who does everything for them, right?
Yeah.
So when someone else steps in and comes and looks after your kid, they need to do it your way.
Yeah.
Because it's not because I'm controlling.
They have a routine.
It's because this is what the child is used to.
Yeah.
So if you change the kid's routine,
Exactly. It's different. I can
you're gonna
answer
find
to
out
that.
yourself what's gonna happen.
Exactly. I can answer that. I was told by my husband that, they're naughty and they're getting up and they're playful when you're here. And that hurt me. And I thought, were they in prison while I was at work? I was shouting. I was like, what were you doing? Were they sitting? No, I put their favorite, a cartoon, and they were sitting nicely. But when you come, they stand up and play. And I was like, oh my God, that's
My
it.
poor kids.
No more.
You were like my poor
Yeah,
children.
We used to watch Tom and Jerry with him. My dad used to love Tom and Jerry, but he was also the type of parent where it's like, I don't want
headache.
I don't want noise around here. Sit and watch your TV.
He was like,
and
listen,
Nappy
don't give me a headache.
hey, and everybody's like, ah.
And as soon as Moya comes home, you're like, we're free. Type
But
of thing.
you know, bottom line is that is your baby.
Prison.
Mothers, that's your baby, and you know you have to protect any way, you know, form or shape that you think you will protect.
Well, like
Sometimes
saying that has
your
made me feel so much
decisions,
better.
yeah. Sometimes your
honestly.
decision is not good,
Yeah.
and a few times you fail, but then again you learn from that. For me, I was 4 times a mom. Every child is different.
They are, yeah.
And then all of this emotion, tantrum, you know, it's like this one is doing that and you're okay with it, but you're not okay with that one because he's doing it wrong and it's dangerous and you have to say no. And then you have to explain why you say no to this one because it's a different age group. And you said,
Yeah.
she can do it, but you're not doing it. Oh my God.
Can I ask you a question?
Why? And I'm just like, you know, but.
Because you have 4 children, yeah?
Mhm.
And I would say you're more senior level. You've got more experience.
Senior level mums.
Be really honest now,
Yeah.
and I won't take it personally.
Okay. I'm nervous now.
Is it possible to have a favorite child? Just say it. Just say it.
Yeah. I can tell you what. No, but
Oh, no, wait. I don't even want to ask
no,
what
no.
the favorite
I
child
don't
is.
wanna
no, I can tell. No, I can answer that. You have a favorite for each child. They are good with something, and you love them for that thing. One of them is so kind. The minute you come home, they will say, "Do you want a cup of tea, Mom? Sit down."
Who's
And you're
that?
like, oh,
Samaya.
I'm not going to mention. But what I'm saying, that's just an example. And the other one is, you know, good with something and you like that about that person. And the other one is good with money and you love that about them. And the other one is, you know, it's a baby. The baby is given, you know, like he's the favorite because he's young. But each child has something that you like them for them.
Yeah.
They can stand out. They can just fight for themselves.
Yeah.
They can, you know, so soft and look after everybody. You know, I have each child separate love for them. But would I actually save one compared to the other one? No.
I
No.
was gonna say, imagine she was like, yeah, I
No.
would say,
Not one mom in the world.
This is my favorite child.
Yeah. No.
I
Not
just
one
wanted
mom
to
in the
know.
world will say, I'm going to save this one if it comes to 2. If it comes to 2, I will put my life.
If I speak.
Yeah.
what do you
There
mean
you
speak?
Nah, because
Answer.
I've seen it with my eyes that
What?
I know some parents would definitely pick one of their kids over the rest of them. If it was a fire, I'm telling you they would go pick their favorite one. I'm telling you.
No.
You really
no,
think?
Answer.
no.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Could be that one cannot fight for themselves. Could be that
always
one
a
is
reason.
clumsy and he will fall onto the fire. And they want to save first.
You never
Think
know.
about it.
They may be
Think
picking
about
the
it,
dumbest
seriously.
child to take.
Even let's go
Yeah.
get the dumbest one. He's gonna die.
Let
Let's
me
go
just
get
pick
him.
you up.
The other one they will run. That will be me. That will be my analogy.
That's so
you know,
funny
they
actually.
can-
Now that you said
No, but seriously,
I'll be
they're
offended.
mine.
I'm like, why are you picking me up? I'll let everyone else run out.
no, that's
No.
so funny.
Go, come. You know, the one who is either not running or he don't get it. You know, the fire alarm's on.
Be a bit of an airhead.
But I don't think any mom
Your
will
mum is
choose.
hilarious.
No, I don't think any mom will choose one over.
You know what? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know,
But then again, I think I was favorite of my mom. Not
don't let your siblings watch this.
Not favorite, but best friend.
No.
I actually was I was mom's best friend.
Yeah, she used to call us every night.
Never mind. God loves her more, so he took her.
No, she used to call us every evening.
Yeah.
She used to talk to my mom every evening.
No, but then again, my 2 older sisters didn't grow up with mom. They left, you know, when they were 17, and I was all the way to 23. And we had a lot of hardships and this and that. you know, and I was there for mom. So, yeah.
You
So
know,
I think I was best friend. Where I actually play that role now, I don't.
With your
I don't.
daughters,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
I don't.
People look at our
Yeah.
relationship, especially when me and Sawiya and my mum are together. They just think, oh, you guys are like friends, you know?
Is it your auntie? Do
Like-
you ever get that?
But once
No.
but once in a while, I use my red card and I just say, you know what, that's it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
The mum
But-
card.
Yeah.
But we can chat to
Yeah.
our mum, like,
Anything.
yeah, about anything, and we
Oh.
can have a laugh, like, do you know what
Except the guys. Nobody actually talked to me about guys.
I mean? Well, I'm
Until the
I'm
last
I'm a
one.
whole married man. Well, whole married man. I'm a whole married woman now. You can talk to
Yeah, but
Sawiya
you
about
tell me the last minute
that. Yeah,
where
yeah.
I used to bring all the guys I date to my mom.
That's
we used
weird
to-
though.
It's
That's
not.
a different type of.
I'm not
she
gonna
used
lie.
to check.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I wish I could do that.
Do you know what
Actually,
it
she
is
might
though?
prefer.
No,
Yeah,
no,
do you know what it is?
that
Because
doesn't
my mum's
make
gonna be like,
sense.
no,
Yeah,
because
that's
the
good
kind of
for
guys I
you.
go for are terrible.
But this is the
Clearly,
thing,
I haven't
It
got a
will
good
save
taste.
you. In the long run, it will save you.
No, you're right.
people when they're dating.
Oh, sorry.
When they're dating, they don't want to bring a guy home to their parents until they know that
They're
he's
sure.
serious.
Or even that they're
Do you know
sure
what I
about
mean?
it.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
how did you reach there if you don't have a mom who
Oh,
just
Lord.
gonna check for you?
Oh my god, am I too low? Sorry.
But you also, yeah, you need your mum to check and stuff, but you also need to make sure the guy is serious about meeting your parents. as well.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do you know, like, I feel like I could do that with my mum. I really feel like, because for me, I'm an only child, so it's just me and Hoyle.
Yeah.
And it's always just been me and Hoyle. So I feel like I could do that with my mum, but I don't know, man. It's scary.
But
scary stuff.
it's a natural thing, though. I don't know why
Yeah,
you
but like
guys
the
are
thing
scared.
is, me and my mum, our relationship now, obviously now that I have kids or a kid, now that I have a child and I've been married, etc., like all the like awkward things that I could never mention before,
You feel
like
you can talk
now
about
I can talk to her about like all the taboo things.
Yeah.
Like I can talk to her
You
about
graduated
sex. I can
now,
talk to her
that's
about
what
all of
it
those
is.
things.
it.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's normal stuff, right? But I don't know, man. A guy, I would have to like him a lot for me to bring him in front of my mum. Because
But it's also hard for your mum because you are the only child she has as well.
Very
Do you know what I
protective.
mean?
Yeah.
You are the only daughter she has, the only child.
I'm
So
tempted
she needs
to
to
be
make
like,
sure that
You
her
bring
only
someone.
child is
It
looked
is
after.
good.
Do you get it? Like,
Yeah.
the only child she has is looked after. She doesn't have like 3 other kids.
no.
She's only got 1 child, so maybe it's harder for her.
But what I'm tempted to be like to her, yeah, you just bring me someone. But then she's gonna bring me a cousin, and I'm not really fucking with that. Wallahi,
No,
I'm not really. I don't.
I don't think she will.
Cousin.
But she really, no.
Have you seen that? Did you see that podcast? And he was like, she's a 10, but she's your cousin, and he was like, how far is far?
No, cousin, I could never.
No.
I could never.
I could never as well.
You
It's
can
too
even-
weird. Like,
It's not even healthy.
yeah, but
That's
I
what
reckon after second, third, is there really blood there? Like,
It's different if you've never met them. Really.
no. If I know them, you're
If you
written
know
off.
them already-
You're like my brother. Your brother's own. Written off.
But if I hear that you're like a distant cousin and I've never met you before,
Yeah.
I can maybe, I don't know. But
For
most
me,
of
I
my
wouldn't
cousins,
go anybody
I
in
know
my
that-
family. No.
It's awkward, isn't
it's
it?
very, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I
No,
can't
it's-
ask my mum to
it's
do it
not
because she's
only
gonna bring
that.
me someone from the family fam.
Yeah, no, it's not only that. It's your children have to have, another side of the family, different family. I think that is better.
Yeah, and also when things go wrong, you can't run away from them.
Ah, exactly.
Oh, that's mad. Yeah, that's very true.
You can't run away
You're
from
pretty
them.
much sharing, extended families are come together, like you're sharing
Listen,
everything.
weddings, you're gonna walk in, your ex-husband's right there, your ex-mother-in-law's right there.
I just clocked. If anything happens, you'll still see.
Yeah.
you'll still see family.
Funerals, you're gonna walk in, everybody's there, and they're all giving you side eye like, bitch, that left my son.
Oh,
Bitch.
no.
But Assalamu alaikum, Javier, I'm still your auntie.
You're still family. Bruh.
Yeah, no.
That's jokes.
Yeah, but seriously, it's good what you guys are doing. I salute you.
Thank you.
A lot of people will actually relate to it and learn from it and laugh about it in 10 years' time to say, what was I stressing about? If anyone there just, having a rough time, it will be good time coming soon.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like.
Mm.
I'm still struggling, Hoyle.
This is the girl who has a mom as a nurse. She has a sister. She has a friend. husbands.
No, but those
Should I
things,
keep going on?
No, but those
Two
things,
brothers.
this is the thing.
Oh,
shouldn't
another
diminish my
grandmother for the
struggle.
children.
you can still have a struggle even though you've got all those things.
Hiya,
I completely hear you,
I
Sawiya.
have a village. I get it, but I have like this. It's like an internal. It's not. I didn't even. No, the thing is, I'm grateful that I have the support system.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't have that, because if I didn't have my mum or my sister during the whole newborn stage, I think I would have lost my mind.
Oh, 100%. Me too.
But I'm just saying, I'm still quite conflicted about whether I want to do it again.
You will.
One part of me is like,
You will.
I don't want another child.
When you
And another
say,
part
when
of
you
me-
see Jenna running around, you just think.
No, I promise
"Oh."
you, one is enough right now. When I look at her, I'm like, yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
But there's another side of me that's like, when she's a bit older, I would want her to have a sibling.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you know what I
You
mean?
see me, I go through phases. 1 minute I'm like, never again, I'm done. And then the next minute I'm like, yeah, but I do want to get married again. And then I'm like, okay, when I get married again, am I really just going to get married with no kids? Like,
yeah.
I'm going to eventually have to do it again.
Mm.
And then I'm like, would I be okay with that? Like, I wanted to ask you, obviously, you're the only one here who's got more than one kid.
Mm.
You know, obviously your first child, like, the first time you experience it, the first time you're doing it, you're like in love.
Practically, I did
Right?
it too, in the same period of like year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
forget Sawiya. When you was focusing the first 6 months
Yeah.
on
The first
Sumaya,
Mhm.
like it was, like you was in love. Everything is the first time, right? And even up until Sumaya was born, it was still the first time because obviously you still had Sumaya as her
Yeah.
first time doing everything. You're in love.
For
The second
baby.
one,
Mhm.
You're used to it already.
so many parents have said to me, the love doesn't divide, but it like doubles.
Yeah.
But like,
I
how did
actually-
that feel? Like when you had Sawiya as well,
It was,
even though she was jarring.
And was it, very jarring. And was it also easier because you've had the experience with Sawiya? So by
Yeah.
the time I came around, the newborn stage was easier. Because for me, it's the postpartum that's putting me off. It's not even the labour.
Yeah, me as well.
It's not the pregnancy.
Me as well.
It's what comes
Glenn as
after.
well.
I would say the first 6 months
Mm.
was like
Hard.
so hard.
And I think I'm traumatized as well from not having any help.
yeah.
So I had help the first 3 weeks that I went back to Birmingham because I was sick. So his mum looked after her for 3 weeks and she was like 9 weeks old, from 9 to about 12 weeks. So, but I used to see her like near enough every day, but I was sick. I think I had COVID. I don't know what it was. But that's the 3 weeks that I had help. And then like occasionally it was like once a week that she would go for one night to his mum's house.
Yeah.
But for me, that wasn't help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have this kid with your mum. I had this kid with you. So the person who lives with me wasn't helping me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So that I'm traumatized from that experience,
Yeah.
which is why I'm like, yo, I don't know if I want to have another one because am I going to be a single parent while I'm married again?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And completely fuck that. Like, Ilahio, please, we done been there. We're not doing that again. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
I
I'm
know
not
what you
doing
mean.
that again.
I know what you mean.
Wallahi, because that's long. And everything that you're going through as a parent, you're going through it on your own. What's the point of having a husband?
Do you know why it's so mad when I hear you talk about it? Because like when I had Jenna, I was at my mum's house for the first 3 months,
Yeah.
and I had help. So I'll be doing the night feeds. Obviously, after the surgery, either my mum or my sister would sleep with me. But once I got a bit better, I was doing the night feeds, and then in the morning I'd give the baby to my mum or my sister so I can sleep.
Yeah.
But you didn't have that
I did,
for
actually.
2 weeks though.
No,
with
I
your
had it
cousin.
for 2 weeks with my cousin,
Yeah.
and I stayed at my mum's house until the 40 days.
Yeah.
And then I went back to, until Hannah was 8 weeks, sorry.
Yeah.
And then when she was 9 weeks is when we went back.
Oh, okay.
So I had it for about 9 weeks.
Yeah. But then after that, it was just.
It was about 2 months and a bit.
Mm.
And after that, it was 3 weeks help from his mum.
Mm.
And wallahi, don't get me wrong, that 3 weeks was like amazing. Like, you know, like when you're in desperate need of that kind of help and you're sick,
Yeah.
and then my sleeping pattern was all over the place. Wallahi, that was one of the best things she ever did.
Mm.
And give credit where credit's due. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So that was 3 weeks, amazing help from her, alhamdulillah. But after that,
The baby's back.
it was me and this baby 24 hours of the day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was it. It was me and this baby 24 hours of the day. And then there was that once a week when she would go there and I'd get to clean my house, or I'd get to sleep or something. Do you know what I mean? It was one break
Before
a
you
week.
even finished, she's back.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Before I've even breathed fully, she's back.
What's it
But
called? It's
don't get me wrong, I loved her, but wallahi, if I had the other half, the 50% from the other parent, it would have been calm. Wallahi, would have been calm.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I reckon it would have been fully calm. But it was
I
that
don't
I was
know.
lacking on that
It's,
part.
it's just the cultural system of our country,
Mm.
where boys is not being given instruction or work or house chores or anything like that.
They were not raised in the right way.
My husband was like, if he go to the shopping and I ask him to buy a lettuce, he might buy a cabbage.
And then did he tell you, can you take a picture of it for me, or can you write it down on the list?
Exactly.
I swear I could kill all men. I swear
Or
down.
you give him a list and you forget the salt, and he know that salt is finished, but he just so anal and just did buy you exactly what's on the list, and you're like, yeah, but the salt is finished. Yeah, but you didn't ask for it.
But you didn't say it. Oh my God.
Yeah. They're all like that. But then again, you have to think about, it's not even a cultural how they grown up. It's more of a men's brain and women's brain.
We are two very
It's
different.
Totally.
I think men are actually dumb.
Biologically,
Oh, actually,
mentally,
I think
everything, we're very different.
I have to say sorry to all men who has ever listened to this,
Sorry.
but I think all men are autistic.
100 high five me. Wallahi, 100%.
They
Down the
are.
spectrum.
Are you saying
I'm
they're on
telling
the
you.
spectrum?
100%.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah.
All men.
Because they look only one side of all situations.
They're very much.
It's like when women is even sitting, her brain is working, and we're all quiet. My brain is working. I'm making plans tomorrow's lunch, while he's just sitting there and it's blank. And you're like, what are you thinking? Nah, nothing. And you just think
focused on
you
the
were just
TV.
sitting and not thinking. Yes.
No wonder I got called controlling. If your brain is this big, I'm definitely going to look controlling to you.
No,
Wallahi,
but
that makes sense.
seriously, men
Damn.
and women are different.
Even
That's
when
why
it
God
comes-
chose women to have the baby.
Even when it came down to
God forbid, can you
changing
imagine men
Jenna's
having
nappy.
kids?
Even when it comes down to changing Jenna's nappy, I don't like the way my husband does it. And I used to always get at him for it. And then at some point I was like, I'm just not going to say anything.
Alhamdulillah, he actually changes nappies.
He changed her nappies, but the way he did it, I was so anal about it. Like for me, you know the two sticky parts that come out? I used to align them perfectly so that it's
Oh my
comfortable.
God, that is
Yeah.
OCD.
No, but I do
The
that
way he
too.
used to do it.
I do that too.
Like he
One is over here,
As
one
long
is
as
over
it's-
here.
Yeah,
But
but
as
he
long
does
as it's
it. No.
closed.
The baby's here. He put the flap is there. Yeah. He used to get this, tighten it like this, and then the other side like this. And when I tell you, you could tell that it's uncomfortable.
Tight. Oh, okay.
And the strap is like on her skin a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So every time I used to change her nappy, I'm like, Hassan, come here. I'll show you how.
Yeah,
Come.
you did that. But you
And
know
he's
when I used to
sitting
do
there,
that, I
it's
used to
like-
get like
He's
he used
so
to get angry.
offensive. Yeah, he used to sit there and he's just like he used to hate it when I did it. And after
Yeah,
a
you're
while, I was
correcting.
like,
Yeah, you're correcting him.
after a while, I was like, am I being annoying? Am I being too much?
Yeah, but now Sawiya,
But it pissed me off
Can I
seeing that
ask a
because it's like
question?
she may be uncomfortable.
can I ask you a question now?
Yeah.
Let's say you was like, you know what, I'm not going to mention it again. Like, I'm just going to let him do it. And then every time he does it, I'm going to go and I'm going to fix it. Now you're doing double a job.
But can I tell you something,
yeah.
guys? From the experience I had, I take over everything. I was like, oh, he's not good with cooking. I take over. He's not good with shopping. I take over. He's not good with the homework.
Oh.
I take
Oh.
over.
That's
The
definitely my mum.
doctor, since I'm nurse, I took over.
Yeah, no.
I was actually friend with our GP.
She did everything.
Everything. At the
You're a
end,
legend.
you know what I
I'm not
get
on
up?
it. Wallahi.
At the end, I get up, me driving seat on this whole family,
Yeah.
and he's sitting at the back, putting his feet up.
Wallahi.
And that is not nice.
Wallahi.
It's not nice. You will burn, you will hate yourself, and actually
You'll resent
you will,
him.
Exactly.
You'll resent him.
Let him, you know what?
I
Later check the baby.
I give Hassan stuff to do.
Yeah.
I do not ever I don't ever do things. I let him do things.
But then
You get
again,
what I mean?
it wasn't 100% the way I would do it.
Yes, but
so
still,
I
I
take
say,
over.
oh, thanks, just so that he knows to do
Yeah,
it
he
again.
done
For
it.
example, when he's doing the dishes, the one thing I rate about Hassan, mashallah, he's very hands-on in it. I will never
Mashallah.
sit here and trash talk my husband. I won't do that. I'm just saying he does things
Handshake for
differently.
hand, Hassan.
So when he comes home, sometimes he can see, like, I didn't do the dishes because I've just, after you've cooked something and you're like, fuck this,
I'll do it later.
Yeah. Jen is obviously wilding out. I need to give her food or milk or whatever. He will come in and he'll just do the dishes straight away.
But Sawiya,
But you know what he does though after? You know when you put it up on the railings after it dries? I get the cutlery and I put the knives, forks and spoons in its right place.
okay,
He grabs everything
and then just
puts it in the drawer and closes it. So now when I open it,
The
everything's
knife
like
is
this.
facing that way.
Yeah, everything
And the
is,
fork's facing that way.
all the cutlery is like this. And
So
I'm just
we are-
like, I need to pick my battles.
you see that one
Because
you
he's
pick
still,
your battles.
yeah, I pick my battles.
But
I
hear
didn't
me out.
complain.
Hear me out.
I thought he cleaned it fine.
One time, he said to me, give me instructions. I said, cool. I said, wash the dishes and then put them away. But
Put it this way.
no. That was just it. That was it. Wash the dishes, but put them away. I came back, grabbed the plate, pulled it like this. Water came all over me because the man put the dishes away while they were still wet.
Oh my god.
So we
it had
are
a
the
puddle
bowls
of
all
water.
had puddles at the bottom, and I was like, my friend. He was like, yeah, but you said wash
Put it
dishes
away.
and put them away. Okay,
Oh,
but
you have
where's
to
the
put it in
common
the
sense?
middle.
Where's the common
You forgot to
sense?
say- You forgot to say,
Dry
wash
it.
the
Let them
dishes,
dry.
Dry it.
That's why
And
I
then put it away.
said there's
That's where my patience levels
the
still are.
brain. Yeah, it's totally different.
I saw
yeah.
this TikTok actually of this woman saying, in order for men to start listening, you have to make them feel very stupid. So you have to say, you see this cup here? Come, let me show you where the sink is. You open the tap and you're like, you wash it like this, and he's gonna feel very, very stupid. And she goes, if you want to make your husband start doing things, explain it to him like he's a child and say, this is how you do it, and then they'll do it properly.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I don't have the patience for that.
I know, but you have to put shame sometimes.
You know, your dad was exactly, you know,
You really
well,
want to go there, Hoya?
I want to go there. 3 kids. I went back to uni to do nursing. The first year, what did I do? I used to cook at night when I come home
Wow.
for 3 days, the sauces. And all he does is the pasta.
Wow.
Different shape. Macaroni today, tomorrow is linguine. Simple. And then the second year, the placement and the essays and everything become hard. And I have to go to something called library. And I said, listen, you have to help out. You have to cook. Oh, no, I don't cook. And why is that? I don't like what I cook. Okay. But I need help. But I don't know how to cook. I just show him simple. I came home. There's a sauce. Something looked like a sauce. Big lump of onion is in the corner. The garlic is everywhere. No salt. Tomorrow he forget the oil. But I thought he was punishing me. So what did I do? I said, delicious. I like it. Oh, I don't like it. I'm going to go out to eat. Oh, okay. Do you need money or do you have money? Oh, I have money. Okay, bye. I have to fix it after because you can't even eat it.
Oh my days.
And then it was going on for weeks.
Better
and I
woman
have
than
to.
me.
Oh, no. I just
So
tied
you
my
had to
belt.
pretend
I
to
was
like
like,
it.
yes, yeah. And guess what? At the end, he actually did good job of making the best sauce.
So that was the end of our first postpartum episode featuring Sawiya's lovely mum. We hope you enjoyed the first part. We have got a lot coming. There's so many more episodes. It just gets better and better and better. We hope to see you in the next one. We do want to hear your opinion, so comment, share, send it to whoever you feel would love it. And we're very active on TikTok, Instagram. We just want to hear your opinion. Anywhere, share.
And always email us if you want to be a guest.
Yes.
Email us on entrylevelmums@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram.
Yes.
Just if you're interested in joining us as a guest and you live in London and you're a new mum, don't forget to email us. We'll leave it in the description box as well.
We have the choice of remote, so Zoom. We can do Zoom
we can
calls,
do Zoom.
right?
If you can't travel, if you live
Yeah.
far out, we can do Zoom. And thank you for your time and thank you for watching.
Hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Peace out. Bye.